Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you feeling today? Really, take a moment. Are you feeling energized or are you running on fumes? If you're like most people, you're probably juggling a million things, powered by caffeine and sheer willpower. We live in a culture that glorifies the hustle, where being busy is a badge of honor. But what if I told you that one of the most productive things you can do is nothing at all? Today we're talking about something revolutionary, something we all desperately need yet constantly deny ourselves: the gentle power of rest. We often think of rest as the opposite of productivity. It's what you do when you've finished everything, a reward you earn after a long, hard week. But that's a fundamental misunderstanding. Rest isn't the absence of work. It's an essential part of the work itself. Think of it like a professional athlete. They don't train 24/7. Their schedule is meticulously planned to include recovery days. Why? Because they know that muscles don't grow during the workout. They grow during the rest period afterward. Our minds, our creativity, and our emotional well-being work in exactly the same way. So, what does rest really mean? It's not just about getting 8 hours of sleep, although that's incredibly important. True rest is multifaceted. It can be passive, like taking a nap or meditating, but it can also be active, going for a walk in nature, losing yourself in a good book, listening to music, sketching in a notebook, or even just sitting by a window and watching the world go by without your phone in your hand. The key is to engage in an activity that refuels your spirit, not one that drains it further. Scrolling through social media, that's not rest. It's stimulation that often leaves us feeling more depleted, binge-watching a stressful TV series until 2 a.m., probably not the restorative break you need. The science behind this is fascinating. When we truly rest, our brains shift gears. The default mode network becomes active. This is the part of your brain that lights up when you read daydreaming or letting your mind wander. It's crucial for consolidating memories, processing emotions, and get this creative problem solving. Have you ever had a brilliant idea pop into your head while you were in the shower or driving? That's your rested brain at work. You gave it the space it needed to connect the dots in the background. By constantly being on, we're robbing ourselves of these moments of insight and clarity. But I get it. It's hard to unplug. We feel guilty for resting. There's this nagging voice that says we should be doing something more productive. This is what we call rest guilt, and it's a real barrier. The first step to overcoming it is to reframe how you see rest. Stop seeing it as a luxury and start seeing it as a necessity, like drinking water or eating food. You wouldn't feel guilty for taking a lunch break, would you? So why feel guilty for giving your mind a break? Let's talk about burnout. Burnout isn't just feeling tired. It's a state of chronic physical and emotional exhaustion. It is what happens when the demands placed on you consistently exceed the resources you have to cope. And the ultimate antidote to burnout is rest. Not a 2-week vacation once a year, but small, consistent acts of rest integrated into your daily life. Think of it as preventative care for your mental health. 5 minutes of deep breathing between meetings, a 20-minute walk at lunch, a dedicated hour in the evening with no screens. These are not indulgences. They are investments in your long-term well-being and performance. You might be thinking, I don't have time for this. I challenge you to look at your schedule. Where can you find small pockets of time? Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier, not to work, but to sit quietly with a cup of tea. Maybe it's using your commute to listen to calming music instead of checking emails. The goal isn't to add another overwhelming task to your to-do list. The goal is to intentionally create space. Start small. Try scheduling just 10 minutes of do-nothing time into your day. Put it in your calendar like a real appointment. At first, it might feel awkward. You'll be tempted to grab your phone. Resist that urge. Just be present. Notice your breath. Notice the sounds around you. Remember, rest is a skill. In our fast-paced world, it's a skill that many of us have forgotten how to practice. It takes conscious effort to learn how to be still again, but the rewards are immeasurable. You'll find you have more energy, not less. Your focus will sharpen, your creativity will flourish, and you'll feel more emotionally balanced and resilient. You'll be a better employee, a better partner, and most importantly, you'll be better to yourself. The gentle power of rest isn't about being lazy, it's about being wise. It's about understanding our human limitations and honoring our natural rhythms of effort and recovery. It's about trading the frantic hustle for a sustainable, more fulfilling pace of life. So, I invite you to join me in this quiet revolution. Give yourself permission to rest. You don't have to earn it. You already deserve it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this gives you something to think about. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a more intentional life. I'd love to hear in the comments how you plan to incorporate more rest into your week. Let's support each other on this journey. Take care and see you in the next video.